Hi, it's Carrie, and it's Children's Book Week, and I'm going to read you Your Fantastic Elastic Brain. It's by Joanne Deek and illustrated by Sarah Ackerley. An average person's short-term memory can hold 7 digits at a time. So there's 7 digits here, 2831908, and the mouse says, I think I can remember this number because it's 7 digits, 2831908. The human brain weighs about 3 pounds. Arg, it feels like a lot more, says the mouse. When does it rain brains? Asks the owl. And the mouse says, during a brainstorm. Your fantastic elastic brain. Stretch it, shape it. What does your brain really do? Does it fill the space between your ears? Well, yes, but your brain can do so much more. Hello in there, says the owl. All I see is pink stuff, says the mouse. Your brain helps you think and remember and name what you see and what you hear. It lets you move your body and feel both touch and emotions. Here he's saying, good kitty. Your brain does all the things that make you you. It likes red foods. Its favorite word is elbow. You're a ping pong champ. Owl says she's so unique. It knows global landmarks. It's good at science. It enjoys reading pirate books. And the mouse says, my favorite word is foot. So what is your brain? Is it a muscle? No. The brain is an organ in your body. It's made up of cells and tissues. Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to Planet Oregon. The brain controls everything you do, everything you think, everything you feel, even everything you dream. Owl says, hey, I had that same dream. The brain has many parts that do all kinds of different jobs. Cerebrum, prefrontal cortex, amygdala, cerebellum, and hippocampus. Whoa, says the owl. That pink stuff is busy, says the mouse. I think, therefore I am. Ooh, that's deep. Cerebrum. The cerebrum is the largest part of your brain. It helps you think and speak. Cerebellum. The cerebellum is a small part at the back of the brain that helps your muscles to coordinate your movement and your balance so that you can walk, ride a bike, or play tag. The owl says, I can walk and chew gum. The prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain behind your forehead. It lets you make plans and decisions. She says, mystery meat or secret soup? And the girl says, decisions. The hippocampus is at the center of your brain. It works like a file cabinet to help you store and find memories. Mouse says, I found it, and his file says cheese. The amygdala is a tightly packed group of cells deep within the center of the brain that controls your emotions. Excited, frightened, angry, sad, embarrassed, and happy. Neurons are everywhere in your brain. They are tiny brain cells that make electrical signals to send messages to other cells in your body, telling them what to do. The owl says, amygdala means almond. I can see how it got that name, says the mouse, and he's holding an almond, and the owl is holding the amygdala, which I think is a very funny word, don't you? When you were born, you were very little. Your brain was small and not so strong. As you get older, your body grows and gets stronger. As part of your body, your brain grows and learns to do new things. And you can make your brain do even more. Your brain grows very fast during the first 10 years of your life. This is is the magic decade when you can help your brain grow faster and be more powerful. Just like lifting weights help your muscles get stronger, learning new things strengthens your brain. You can give your brain a good workout by trying to learn many different things. Like elastic bands that stretch when you pull them, even things that are hard at first, or that you don't like to do, or that you don't do very well, get easier when you keep trying. Think about the first time you played soccer. You probably couldn't kick the ball far or make many goals, but as you kept going to practices, you learned more about the rules of the game and followed your coach's directions. The muscles in your legs and feet got stronger, your movements were more coordinated, and you could run farther and faster. Learning more and more and practicing what you learned let you play better and have more fun. Practice really does make perfect, or at least much better. Even when you make a mistake while you're learning something new, he says, abracadabra, and the owl says, nothing yet. You are still training your brain. You will remember that mistake and try something else until you get it right. Making mistakes is one of the best ways your brain learns and grows. If you aren't willing to risk being wrong, you won't take the chances that stretch your elastic brain. You can stretch the part of your brain that controls your feelings too. If you are frightened about taking a risk, like learning to swim, finding the courage to put your face in the water stretches your amygdala, and it will remind you that you overcome your fears. So you will be braver the next time something scares you, like diving into the water. Learning something new causes the brain to grow more connections among the neurons. With more connections, the neurons can send and receive more messages. These connections help to stretch a part of your brain and make it more elastic so that it can hold more information and ideas. How does the brain stretch and grow? Neuro means that the word it is part of has something to do with the brain. A sculptor molds shapes or carves things out of clay or wood or stone. So you shape your brain when you make it bigger by adding new things you know and can do. You are a neurosculptor. When you learn something new, you're building on what you have already learned. In the same way that the muscles in your body work together when you want to lift a heavy object or kick a ball, the different parts of your brain work together when you're learning something new. The amygdala makes you want to learn to play the piano. The cerebrum helps you decide to practice. The cerebellum calls up the memory of watching and listening when your piano teacher showed you how to play a new piece of music. Then your cerebellum sends messages through neurons to the muscles in your wrists, hands, and fingers so that you can hit the right notes. The next time you play that piece of music, the parts of your brain and body will know how to work together, and you will play the song more easily. The brain that makes you you really is an amazing organ. It controls what you think, do, feel, and remember. Your brain is growing very fast during your first 10 years of life, and now we know that you can help it grow. When you try hard to learn something new, connections grow from neurons and attach to other neurons. Then your brain can send messages faster, making part of your brain bigger and stronger. Making mistakes really helps you learn because your brain keeps trying new things and stretching until you figure out the answer to your problem. You are shaping a more elastic brain when you learn new things that build on what you already know. The more different kinds of things you learn and think about, the more you can learn, know, and enjoy. The harder you try without giving up, the more you will learn. You really can train your brain to be fit and strong and to keep stretching and growing throughout your whole life. I think that's the end.